First off, big shout out to everyone tuning in. I gotta tell you, I'm low-key confused right now. Before we even jump into this clip, let's talk about something real quick. Cardi B got online saying she's struggling, talking about how times are rough and all that. But like, girl, how are you struggling when you got a man right there by your side? What's really going on? It's just not adding up. But okay, before I go too deep, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Just a quick reminder, everything we talk about here is for entertainment purposes only, all right? All commentary is alleged. You already know the drill. And if y'all want the full details, like the copyright disclaimer and all that respectful content talk, check out the pinned comment under this video. Everything's right there so nobody gets it twisted. Now, I know a lot of you can't stand hearing her go off sometimes, but listen, this one's important. I promise it's quick, like blink and you'll miss it quick. Probably not even a full minute. But I gotta play it because, baby, this clip proves my point loud and clear. And let's be real, y'all know she loves showing off. Always got her little T-ties and YYs out like it's part of the brand. So we're just gonna leave this visual up for now while we listen to the clip, okay? All right, let's roll it and see what she had to say. This one's about to stir the pot for real. She keeps saying she's just a hardworking woman, right? But come on now, let's really talk about it. I'm putting this clip back up so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about because that's the part I really wanted you to hear. It's short, quick, and straight to the point. I kept it brief since I know y'all can't stand all that yelling and chaos she be doing. It gets exhausting. So here's the deal. Cardi B jumped online crying about how she's struggling like everybody else, talking about the economy and all that. But sis, where's your man at? Didn't you just say yesterday on Spaces, my man, my man, my man? You were bragging about him nonstop like he was your superhero. So how is it that 24 hours later you're out here saying you're struggling? That math just don't add up. He can take you on luxury trips and lay you out like royalty, but can't help you with the bills? Be for real. And hold up. Cardi, what exactly do you call struggling? Didn't you just say you spent $50,000 on a piece of furniture and had it delivered from another country? Girl, that's not struggling, that's flexing. Let's be honest, it sounds like you just love to talk sometimes, just to hear yourself speak. You can't play broke one day and then show off your $1 million lifestyle the next. A lot of these celebs love to act like they're one of us, but they've been rich so long they forgot what real struggle even feels like. And I'm not knocking where she came from. Yeah, she had humble beginnings, but times are different now. People out here can't even afford groceries, and she's talking about imported couches. Girl, read the room. And now her fans are all in my comments talking about, it's her body, her choice. And yeah, that's true, but they're missing the point. Folks are just saying if she's struggling like she claims, maybe slow down with the baby train for a bit. Because let's be real, she's already complaining about tuition, school fees, and being a single mom. Blossom hasn't even started school yet, and she's already stressed. Imagine when all those bills start stacking up. Pretty soon, she's gonna be paying for 4 different tuitions back to back. That's no joke. And here's what gets me. These celebrities really think we're slow. Cardi was just laughing online about people not getting their EBT, making fun like it's a joke, when some of those people are literally fighting to survive. Having millions of dollars but no financial discipline is not the same thing as struggling. And honestly, this might be why neither her husband nor her baby daddy takes her seriously anymore. No shade, but both of them move funny too. Like people say, you attract what you are. If you're in a low space emotionally, you're gonna pick a man who's just as low as your energy. But when you're operating at your highest level, you choose better, right? That's exactly what's happening here. She keeps picking chaos because she's living in chaos. And I'm not saying she can't have kids. Of course, it's her choice, her body, her business. But what's the point of bringing in more babies when you're already saying you're struggling with the ones you got? It's just not making sense, especially when she's out here taking little jabs at Offset and throwing subliminals like we can't catch them. At the end of the day, it's giving performing for sympathy while living in luxury. She's trying to sound relatable, but instead, it's just messy. Girl, don't talk about being broke while sitting on a designer couch worth more than people's yearly rent. You can tell this whole situation is starting to wear her down, you know? At the end of the day, something's gotta give. And honestly, I really think she wants to marry Stefan. For real, for real. And you can tell she wants him to marry her too. Let me explain why. She's been doing the most lately, especially with this whole cooking wife routine. Because remember, Offset once said she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, and all that mess. Now, that still wasn't a reason for him to step out on her, because cheating is grimy, period. But let's keep it real. Offset made it sound like she couldn't boil water, and now that she's with Stefan, she's in the kitchen every chance she gets. It's like she's trying to prove she's wife material. But the thing is, girl, cooking ain't really your strong suit. You can just look at Cardi and tell she's not the type to be in there whipping up homemade meals every night. When she was with Offset, everything was catered. The food always looked bomb because somebody else was doing it. Now we're seeing these plates looking, well, let's just say dry macaroni might be too kind. No shade, but Offset's a man who loves a real meal, baby. We can't survive on cute plates with no flavor. That man used to have full spreads with seasoning, not side dishes that look like they came from a hotel buffet. And I know Offset's mama was probably side-eyeing the situation like, Lord, she really can't cook, because when your man's family sees you can't even fry a pork chop, that's not a good look. But back to now, Cardi's been saying in her lives that she sleeps all day, and girl, listen. If you're preparing for birth, that's cool. Rest up. But you can't be in bed 24/7 when you've got kids to raise and a tour to plan. Blossom's not gonna sit still all day, and these new babies, they won't either. That's why people keep saying she's moving too fast with these back-to-back pregnancies. If she's already exhausted now, how's she gonna handle being on the road performing with newborn energy around? Even if she doesn't cancel the whole tour, she's definitely gonna end up canceling some dates. Mark my words, it always starts with, I'm just tired. The next thing you know, half the shows are postponed. And here's where it gets messy, because every time someone points this out, the fans come flying in the comments acting like we're hating. Barty Gang stays in my replies talking about numbers and stats. But when you actually look them up, half that data don't even check out. Like, let's be for real. Don't come to me with made-up charts just to protect your fave. I see born-again fans in the comments too, always trying to defend nonsense. But here's the thing. I don't even mind y'all watching and commenting. Keep that engagement coming, baby. Because whether you agree or not, you're still here giving views, and I'm cool with that. But one thing's for sure, the delusion era is over. People are finally calling out the mess that's been going on for years. Folks are waking up and realizing that not everything that glitters is gold, especially when it comes to these celebrity relationships. It's time to stop pretending like we don't see what's right in front of us. Okay, y'all, let's take a breather from sis for a second, because honestly, this constant hollering and rich girl crying act is exhausting. Every week, it's some new drama, some new rant, and honestly, it's giving tired. And the craziest part, she stays snapping at her own fans. Every time they disagree, she's cussing them out like they're enemies. Girl, relax. Now, based on what I've seen with my own eyes, and this is just my humble opinion, it really doesn't look like Cardi B and Stefan are as close as she wants people to think. It feels more like they had a moment, a quick spark, maybe even a situationship. You know, she had an itch and Stefan just happened to be the one ready to scratch it, and that man, whew, he's out here spreading that community love all over the map. It's like, you get some attention, everybody gets a baby. It's wild, allegedly, of course, but you get the point. And honestly, you can see how scattered her life feels right now. She's juggling everything. Music, drama, kids, the internet, and now another baby on the way. That's a lot for anybody. 4 kids and a newborn is no joke. And let's be real, her mom already made it clear she's not babysitting all those kids again. Which is wild, considering Cardi's been helping take care of her family financially for years. Her dad's around more, sure, but even then, 2 grandparents can only do so much. That's a full house with a lot of tiny hands to manage. Between tuition, nannies, private schools, and everything else, it's about to get expensive real fast. And instead of dealing with the chaos, she's online screaming, throwing things, and threatening random folks on live. Like, baby, you're misplacing your anger. Stop coming for strangers and start having real talks with the people who actually affect your peace, starting with Stefan. Tell that man how you really feel. Tell him you're tired, tell him he's letting you down, tell him he's making you look foolish out here. Because baby, if you can go on spaces talking about my man, but that same man can't even post a happy birthday message for you, yeah, that's embarrassing. And don't say he didn't have time, because that man stays glued to his phone. Stefan had his phone out even in the locker room that one time when that white lady told him to turn it off while they were all up there dancing and celebrating. He always finds time to post everything, so missing her birthday, that says a lot. Offset might have had his issues, but at least he knew how to put on a show when it mattered. Yeah, he'd buy gifts with her money, but he still showed up. Stefan, silent. Crickets, not a peep. If I were her, I'd take a step back and get my life in order. Rest up, prep for that tour, and figure out a real childcare plan. Because if she's serious about hitting that stage again, Offset's gonna have to step up. Those are his kids too, and while she's out working, he should be parenting. She should be like, look, these are your 3, handle your business while I handle mine. But even after that, she'll still have Stefan's baby to care for. And that's where things get messy. Because girl, if you had a good thing going with your career, why risk it by adding more stress right now? Every baby is a blessing, yes, but timing matters. You can't plan a tour and a newborn at the same time without chaos following. And let's be honest, 2025 has been rough already for a lot of new moms. So I truly hope she stays prayed up and protected. I don't want anything bad for her or any woman bringing life into this world. But energy matters, and when you talk bad about other people's children online, that energy can come right back around. And can we talk about how some of her fans act? One of them commented saying, y'all won't be happy until something happens to Cardi. Like, what? That's exactly the kind of mindset that gets her dragging y'all online. No one's wishing harm on her. We just don't agree with some of the choices she's making. That's it. People can love her music and still criticize her behavior. It's not hate, it's called an opinion. Some of us just think it's sad to see a beautiful, talented woman out here acting wild when she could be focusing on her growth and peace instead. So to Barty Gang and whoever else keeps running their mouths in the comments, understand this: no one wants anything bad for her. But people are allowed to say they don't agree with her choices. Not everyone wants to see their favorite celebrity with their whole life online, especially when it's messy. At the end of the day, Cardi's gotta stop letting the internet drag her energy down. Get that peace back, raise those babies, and remember, Google don't forget nothing, baby. That don't make us bad people just because we see through the nonsense. If y'all gotta twist everything to fit your own little fantasy, go ahead. But it's not changing a thing over here. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. I don't care how many of y'all flood the comments crying like it's the end of the world. Some of y'all act like full-time Karens. Always pressed, always emotional, always defending someone who wouldn't even notice you in real life. You got Team Barty and born-again fans turning my comment section into a pep rally for their fave, chanting, fighting ghosts, and getting mad because people are finally calling out the truth. Newsflash, I'm not backing down. What y'all think or feel does not move me one bit. Go pray about it, go vent to your mama, or go type paragraphs somewhere else. And please, stop trying to drag God into this. My relationship with God is solid. I don't need y'all preaching in my comments trying to save me like I'm lost. What I do here is my job. It's commentary, not confession time. Some of y'all get online and act holier than thou, defending celebrity drama like your rent depends on it. Take that same energy and go support your fave instead of arguing with strangers online. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna keep speaking the truth, no matter who don't like it. So yeah, if you can't handle real talk, maybe go hang out on her page instead. Cause over here, you're gonna get your feelings hurt every time. Anyway, that's my take on all this. I just hope next time Sis gets online, she brings something different, like actual promo for her music instead of another meltdown. Get up there and promote that album, girl. We tired of the crying sessions and the drama lives. Nobody's buying it right now and the charts are showing it. You got a whole tour lined up. Focus on that. These fans don't even know if the tour is still happening, because one minute it's I'm excited, and the next it's I'm tired. Baby, if y'all part of Born Again, you better start praying now. Because y'all know how Sis gets. One minute she's hyped up, next minute she's laid up asleep talking about I need rest. So yeah, I'm rooting for her to get it together, but until then, we'll keep watching and talking about it. And to my real ones, Team Barbs, y'all know I love you. Y'all keep it real, y'all keep it funny, and y'all keep the energy high. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more of this unfiltered tea. I love y'all down. Stay bold, stay smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.